What's up, guys? Your boy, 22K13. Going to give you guys a wrestling news wrap up for July 29, 2015. Shawn Michaels replacing Hulk Hogan on WWE Australia Tour. WWE had announced that WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels will replace Hulk Hogan during next month's tour of Australia. The Hulkster was set to act as general manager for 3 live events. However, WWE terminated his contract on Friday in light of his 2006 racial tirade being made public. The company rolled into Brisbane, Melbourne, and Sydney between the 6th and 8th of August, with WWE domestic business and live events intended declining. International tours are becoming increasingly important revenue streams. Hogan was featured heavily in the promotion for the Australia tour, with his appearance being pushed as a main selling point. The Sydney Morning Herald are reporting that many fans are outraged and are calling for refunds on tickets. Some fans reportedly paid up to $350 for premium tickets, while others dropped $995 on meet and greet VIP packages. The tour is a sellout, and many disgruntled fans are taking to social media to remind WWE that Hogan was the reason they paid for a ticket. Hogan had responded on Twitter, replying to a downtrodden fan who was attending the Melbourne event, saying, and I quote, "I'm so sorry, Australia. I will miss you and really wanted to be there for you as the WWE General Manager. I will be back soon. Only love, Hulk Hogan." Hulk did wrestle on the Hulkamania Let the Battle Begin 4-day Australia tour in late November 2009, defeating Ric Flair in headline matches, despite being the first time Hogan had performed in Australia. The show drew poorly, attracting a crowd of around 5,000 fans. Hogan was paid $250,000 per match. By drafting in Michael, WWE are trying to make the best of a bad situation. WWE 2K16 first screenshot is JBL hat. The first screenshot of WWE 2K16 is JBL hat on the Raw announce table. The image was released by the WWE 2K Dev Instagram account with the caption, "Look what we found in the cabinet." It isn't exactly the awesome screenshot that fans had expected to be released first, but it is a fun nod to the fact that JBL will be calling commentary on this year's game. Presumably, he'll also be featured as a playable character. The source of quote, "Look what we found in the cabinet" is a reference to his WWE Championship days when he headed up the cabinet faction. The actual wrestling screenshot should be coming in the next few weeks. August has traditionally been 2K month to let loose the roster, the screenshot, and video footage. The hype machine had already started up with the Stone Cold Steve Austin commercial, and this past week the Arnold Schwarzenegger commercial. Schwarzenegger will be a playable character in the game, under the guise of his Terminator character. Fans who pre-order will be able to play as the Terminator straight away. The game is just 3 short months away, with a late October release on both next generation console and last generation console. Sting no longer in WWE SummerSlam match. PW Insider latest update on Sting. WWE return is that there won't be one. Apparently, the plans for the veteran to come back for a match at next month's SummerSlam are off. The original plan was for the 56-year-old Sting to team up with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose against the Wyatt trio of Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. Since Rowan is out of action with a torn bicep injury for most of the rest of 2015, apparently those plans are off. There were rumors that perhaps Bo Dallas or Adam Rose and Leo Kruger would be a third Wyatt family member. There were also some speculation that Sting could be a part of some match involving Stardust, The Miz, and after Steve Amell, but that apparently not happening. Sting will be in Brooklyn on SummerSlam weekend for a signing with Shawn Michaels as part of a special meet and greet. However, as of now, he's not scheduled for a match at the show. The previous report from the Wrestling Observer noted that Sting was in great shape, and there was a plan for him to be in a match. Now there are reports to counter that, which show that WWE could have changed their mind as they tend to do. Since there are only 3 more weeks of Raw before SummerSlam, Perhaps WWE feels like there's not enough time to set it up. WWE removing Hulk Hogan merchandise from retail stores. WWE continued to distance themselves from Hulk Hogan by informing major retail stores to remove any Hogan-related merchandise items. Several major retailers like Walmart, Target, and Toys R Us have started to remove Hogan merchandise from their online store. It's unconfirmed if they have removed items from the physical store, but most likely that will be the case. Recently, WWE pulled all Hogan merchandise from WWEshop.com, as well as New World Order merchandise since Hogan was one of the founding fathers of their group. Meanwhile, toy-making company Mattel also sent out tweets confirming that they won't be making any more Hogan merchandise. The deal that WWE signed with Mattel happened in 2009, which was 1 year after WWE went PG. In 2014, they signed a 5-year extension with Mattel. A 2014 article in Variety noted that deals with companies like Mattel have also enabled WWE to increase its sponsorship revenue from $7 million in 2008 to more than $20 million annually, the company has said, as it's been able to land more blue-chip brands to the PG format of its shows. If you, a WWE fan that hope WWE will go away from the PG brand, it's probably not going to happen because if they did that, they would likely lose their working relationship with Mattel, which is arguably the best toy brand in the world. After tweeting for several days after Friday's big reveal of what Hogan said, he didn't tweet at all on Tuesday, likely because somebody on his team told him it wouldn't be a good idea. The Miz replaced Hulk Hogan as WWE Tough Enough Judge. Current WWE superstar The Miz was chosen to replace Hulk Hogan as a Tough Enough Judge last night. There was no mention of Hogan or why he is off the show, but it looked like Miz is now the penultimate third panelist after Brian Saxton replaced him on the post-show network special Tough Talk. There were rumors in the last week that WWE Hall of Famer like Ric Flair and Bret Hart could be chosen to replace Hogan, but WWE went the safer route by going with Miz. It's possible that the legend wasn't as familiar with the show, so it makes sense to go with Miz since he was around the cast since the beginning, and he was also a Tough Enough runner-up in 2004. This week's show saw Miz nominate Big Man Model, Daniel Bryan nominated Amanda, and Paige nominated ZZ. Who is a popular guy that isn't keeping up that well with the other guys. When the judges were asked if they wanted to save anybody, Miz spoke up and saved Amanda because he thought she a very attractive woman, which she is. That led to Paige freaking out on him because she thinks Amanda doesn't have it. Amanda ended up having the least amount of votes to save, but since Miz saved her, Mata was the one eliminated due to having the second lowest vote total. There are 3 men and 4 women left on the show, with 1 man and 1 woman getting WWE developmental deal as the winner of the season. Hulk Hogan wants Gawker exec investigated and possibly thrown in jail for leaking his sex tape comment. TMZ.com is reporting Hulk Hogan attorneys have filed new court documents in his sex tape lawsuit against Gawker, and Hogan wants Gawker publisher Nick Denton and former Gawker exec AJ Dovilio fully investigated for potentially leaking the sex tape which contained Hogan's racist rant. Hogan is arguing the racist comment he made was on a portion of a sex tape which a federal judge ruled confidential, and all parties involved were strictly prohibited from making it public. Hogan, of course, had a $100 million lawsuit against Gawker, which is getting close to going to trial, and Hogan believed Gawker leaked the racist comment in order to make him look bad and damage his case against Gawker. Hogan went on to say that if an investigation should prove his suspicion accurate, then he want anyone involved in leaking the story thrown in jail, and he want a judge to automatically rule him the winner in the Gawker case. Gawker maintained they had nothing to do with the leak, and the following is a statement from Gawker President and General Counsel Heather district. And I quote, Hulk Hogan has only one person to blame for what he said, and no one from Gawker had any role in leaking that information. Booker T to address Hogan's situation. Booker T noted on Twitter that he will be addressing the Hulk Hogan situation on his podcast this Saturday night. The show airs live on Sports Radio 610 a.m. at 7 p.m. Jeff Hardy returning. Matt Hardy has released a new video revealing his brother Jeff will return on Impact Wrestling tonight. Damien Sandow news. Damien Sandow reacted to Mick Foley announcing next Monday as Damien Sandow Appreciation Day as he tweeted the following, and I quote, I was told how word of my holiday is spreading. Honestly, having fans that support me the way mine do is worth more than anything. Thank you. And finally, report. Shawn Michaels to appear in a new WWE Studio project. According to Variety, WWE Studio has acquired worldwide rights to the faith-based comedy The Resurrection of Gavin Stone. Brett Dalton, ABC agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., will star as the title character, with Angelia Johnson-Ray, D.B. Sweden, Neil Flynn, and Shawn Michaels are announced as part of the cast. The film is described as follows. The resurrection of Gavin Stone centers around a former child star turned washed-up and troubled actor. After receiving a 200-hour community service sentence, Stone pretends to be a Christian so he can play Jesus in a mega-church Easter production to fulfill his hour of service, but then discovers that his most important role is far away from Hollywood. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.